Hey guys, so welcome to day 12 of 31 and 31. And again, I'm fucking beat. I have been out and about all day today we're watching Iron Maiden and Judas Priest. Crazy, I know, but I still have time to talk about a sci-fi horror movie. And it's one that I watched earlier, I actually watched before I left because I got a couple extra hours before I need to leave this hotel room to just sit around and watch a movie. And except for late at night, but I didn't record anything, so I'm recording it now. And this is just a classic. If you're looking at it, you already know what movie I'm going to talk about. Watching The Terminator. So The Terminator is what was the movie for the day. It is a sci-fi classic, and we're doing the original. And it's everything the sequel isn't, right? I really feel like this is definitely more horror than anything else. And for the time, the effects are amazing. And we talked about in the podcast about Terror of the Galaxy, where some of the ideas from Alien came, from that movie. And I think there is still some ideas that, where James Cameron had it in his head of what he wanted to create, came from working on films like that. And it really does show. And you can tell that they're like the scene with, and again, this is one of those movies, like if I spoil some things, it's hard to spoil this old of a movie. Maybe somebody hasn't seen The Terminator before. I don't know. It'd be weird if you didn't. It'd be really weird. But like the scene in the bathroom with Arnold and him removing the eye and doing that thing, like that creeped the living crap out of me as a kid, seeing that for the first time. Seeing it now, I'm very impressed at the practical effects that were used in that for the budget that this movie had. So it's still like, it's a lot of fun, and it definitely, like I said, leans more into the horror trope, where the sequel, it's definitely leaning more into the action movie type of trope, and maybe was easier to digest for me as a kid than this one. I remember seeing this and just being freaked out for a long time. Even though there aren't robots that are roaming the streets, they're going to try to capture me and kill me for their big robot daddy called Skynet. Even though that's probably going to happen soon with everything that we've heard of with James Cameron actually like joining an AI company. Like, isn't that shit weird? Isn't that just really weird? He makes a movie like this and then does that. But yeah, Linda Hamilton is great in this movie. Arnold, I believe in this one, he suffices. I don't think that he's great in the movie, right? I mean, he really hadn't acted a whole lot in this, and you just needed to be a clueless, fucking cold killer. Okay, he probably would work, especially if his English is not that great, even at this point. It's like Keanu Reeves doing The Matrix and acting like an airheaded guy at the time, that just didn't know anything. Whoa, I know Kung Fu. Like, being like that, yeah, Neo kind of fits Keanu Reeves' character. And so does the Terminator for Arnold at this time. So, but I mean, overall, it's a fun performance. It's good performance. It's got a good use of humor. It has some, actually, I think, gorier scenes than I believed that were in the movie. So, and of course, a little bit of my brain being mush at the end of a concert. So please excuse me. But I just think that the special effects in this movie are top notch. I think the scares in this movie are much better than the scares in Terminator 2. I'm not saying that it's a better movie than Terminator 2, but you can't go wrong if you're going to have a double feature with Terminator and Terminator 2. And if you haven't seen Terminator a long time, what the fuck are you doing? Like me, I haven't seen it in like at least 10 years. And so it was like, it's about time for me to go back and watch it. And this is actually the perfect time because, I have a lot of thoughts about it, but it kind of refreshes some of the things that I've got. So thank you guys for watching. Let's catch you next time on one of these 31 and 31s. And hopefully I won't be mush tomorrow when I present, day 13. So you guys have yourself a great evening and take care of yourselves and each other. See you tomorrow.